Hi, this is the Honest Poppy, and this video is the basic Pilates warm-up. If any of the exercises or the cues I use in this video don't seem familiar to you, have a look at some of my other videos where I explain the principles in more detail and I teach each exercise individually. This warm-up is a great way to start your day or to place into the middle of your day if you feel like you need a break at any point. I also recommend this warm-up for people who want to do Pilates every day but don't really have the time to do a full session. All right, let's get started. We're going to start with breathing. So for breathing, you're going to sit in a neutral spine, neutral pelvis. That means you're in an upright position. Your legs are a comfortable distance away and they're hip width apart. Your feet don't have to be flat on the mat. And if you find it more comfortable sitting on a block to get into this position, then please do that whenever you're in this position. For your breathing, you're going to start in neutral, breathing in to prepare. And as you breathe out, you're going to roll forwards from your head all the way down your spine into a flexed position over your legs. You're going to stay here and you're going to focus your breath into the sides of your rib cage. So think about expanding the ribs towards the walls when you breathe in and then drawing them away when you breathe out. You're breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And remember to relax your neck and your shoulders. Take this time to focus on that breath, to clear your mind and to connect with your body, slowing your breath down and getting yourself into the mood for the session. 2 more breaths. And on that final breath, breathe in. And as you breathe out, roll yourself back up to neutral from the base of your spine, finishing with your neck. We're going to go down one more time, in to prepare, out as you roll forward. But this time I want you to focus your breath into the back of your rib cage. Expand towards the wall behind you as you breathe in, and then pull your ribs away when you breathe out. Relax your neck and shoulders, just allow your rib cage to move freely. For 2 more breaths. And last one, breathe in, and as you breathe out, roll yourself back up to neutral, sitting again. Okay, moving on to pelvic floor and transversus activations. These are core muscles, so there's no movement when you do these exercises. You're going to be in a neutral spine, neutral pelvis, feeling comfortable. Your rib cage is heavy on the mat and your arms are resting at your sides. You're going to breathe in to prepare, and as you breathe out, activate your pelvic floor. As you breathe in, relax. As you breathe out, activate, contracting with a very light contraction. And as you breathe in, relax. It's important that you switch these muscles on and switch them off. So make sure that you contract on the exhale, but you also relax on the inhale. We're going to do 2 more on the pelvic floor. And last one. And now we're going to combine the transversus contraction. Transversus is that abdominal core muscle. If you want to feel if that muscle is working, find your hip bones on the top here and just feel inwards from there. You're going to breathe in to prepare and out as you contract transversus, tightening up that muscle. As you breathe in, relax again. As you breathe out, contract. And as you breathe in, relax. Keep going with that breath pattern. You might find that your pelvic floor is contracting at the same time. That's great. These muscles should work together to stabilize the pelvis. We're going to do 3 more. And 2. And last one. And relax. Moving on to imprint and release. Now with imprinting, you are going to move your pelvis. Okay, but the key is that you're moving the pelvis just with the abdominals. You're not contracting into your glutes to clench, and you're not pushing with your feet to get into that posterior pelvic tilt. You're going to breathe in to prepare, and out as you imprint, pulling your hip bones towards your rib cage. As you breathe in, release your pelvis back to neutral. As you breathe out, imprint. As you breathe in, release. We're going to do 4 more of these. And release. 3. and release. 2, and release. And on the last one, I want you to imprint and hold your imprint. So keep your pelvis in this position, keep the abdominals working to hold it there, but keep breathing. Get used to holding this position while you breathe. And on your next inhale, you're going to bring one leg up to tabletop. On the exhale, lower it back down. Now the other leg, in as you lift, and out as you lower. Keep alternating left and right with that breath pattern, in as you lift, and out as you lower, but keeping that imprint on the whole way, so everything here is stable and isn't moving, just the hip joint is moving to lift and lower your leg, nice and gently. Last one, and then we're going to go into the double lift. Now we're really going to test the imprint. As you breathe in, bring one leg at a time up off the mat into tabletop. As you breathe out, lower them back down, one at a time, nice and gently. In as you lift, one at a time, keeping that stability with the imprint. Out as you lower. 2 more. In as you lift, and out as you lower. And last one, in as you lift, and out as you lower. And then once both feet are on the mat, release your imprint so you're back to a neutral pelvis. Moving on to hip release. Now hip release is about stability in neutral. So you're going to keep your pelvis in neutral and we're going to mobilize from the hip joint. You're going to breathe in to prepare and out as you take your knee out to the side, slide your foot away, and then breathe in as you roll your leg in and bend it back. Breathe out as you blow your leg away, in as you bring it back towards you. For 3, 2, the whole time you're keeping your pelvis neutral, you're keeping your static legs straight up to the ceiling. And last one, back to neutral. Let's change direction. So the same leg, but you're going to go straight first. Roll the leg out, bend the knee and bring it up to center. Slide away, roll out, bend and up to center. 2 more. Last one. And back up to center. Over to the other leg. First taking the knee out, slide away, roll in and bring it back. For 3, 2, keeping the pelvis still. Last one. Then change direction. Straight first, roll out, bend and up to center. 3, 2, and last one. And back up to center. Moving on to hip rolls now. Tuck your feet a little bit closer to your bottom. They're still going to be hip width apart, so your hips, knees and feet are all in line. You're going to start in neutral. Breathe in to prepare, and as you breathe out, you're going to tilt through a posterior tilt. Curl your spine as you come off the mat, and finish in neutral, keeping the rib cage flat on your tummy here. Be careful not to pop your ribs. Breathe in to stay, and then out as you roll down, bringing your rib cage down, curling through your lower back, through that posterior tilt of the pelvis, and all the way back to neutral. In to prepare, and out as you roll up. In to stay, and out as you roll down. Just a reminder that if you use a head pad, please take it out for this exercise. Don't leave the head pad under your head. Breathe in to prepare. Out as you roll up, in to stay, and out as you roll down. And last one, in to prepare, out as you roll up, in to stay, and out as you roll down, and back to neutral. Okay, we're going to move on to spinal rotation after this. For spinal rotation, you want to be lying on your side with a neutral spine. You place a block underneath your head so that your neck continues the line of your spine, and you're going to bend your hips and knees to 90 degrees. This is just going to help to keep your back from extending. Reach your arms out in front of you and make sure that your rib cage and your tummy are off the mat. You're going to breathe in as you reach up to the ceiling, following your hand with your gaze, and breathe out as you rotate your rib cage and shoulders round, only as far as you can without your lower body and your pelvis moving. You're going to breathe in to stay, expanding into your ribs, and out to stay, in to stay, and then on your your exhale, you're going to pull yourself back around to your start position. Breathe in as you reach up to the ceiling. Out as you rotate your ribcage around. Breathe in to stay. And out to stay. In to stay. And out as you twist back around. We're going to do one more on this side. In as you reach up. And out as you rotate. In to stay. And out to stay. In to stay. And out as you twist yourself back around and back to neutral. Okay, we're going to flip over onto the other side and do the same again. So make sure when you start, you're in a neutral spine, neutral pelvis, hips and knees 90 degrees, and your tummy and rib cage are off the mat. You're going to breathe in as you reach up to the ceiling, out as you rotate your rib cage around, in to stay, and out to stay, in to stay, out as you twist around. 2 more to go. In as you reach up, and out as you rotate. In to stay, and out to stay. In to stay, and out as you twist around. Last one. In as you reach up, and out as you rotate. In to stay, and out to stay. In to stay, and out as you twist yourself back round again. Moving on to the cat stretch, you're going to get onto all fours, and you need to be in neutral in this position. That means your hands are directly below your shoulders and your knees are directly below your hips. Your back is relatively flat when you're in this position because your hip is in flexed position. Okay, you're going to breathe in to prepare, out as you tuck in and round your spine, moving from your pelvis all the way through and finishing with your neck. Breathe in to stay, and out as you move into extension from the pelvis, moving through, keeping the shoulders active and finishing with your neck. In to stay, out as you tuck in and around your spine, moving sequentially through. In to stay, and out as you extend. 2 more. In to stay, out as you tuck in, round your spine, draw your back up to the ceiling. Breathe in to stay, and out as you extend. And last one, in to prepare, out as you tuck in, rounding your spine. And breathe in to stay, out as you move into extension. And then finishing back in neutral again. We're going to go into some scapular isolation movements here. So in this position, I like to do protraction and retraction of the shoulder blades. You're going to breathe in as you lower your chest slightly towards the mat, and then breathe out as you push away. You're gliding your shoulder blades on your back towards your spine and away from your spine, keeping your elbows straight and keeping your upper trap switched off. So try and pull your shoulders down away from your ears, breathing in as you lower and out as you push away. In as you lower and out as you push away. Be careful not to over retract your shoulders here and not to round your spine when you push away. It's just the gliding of the shoulder blades. We're going to do 2 more. In and out, and in and out, and then bring yourself back to neutral. Okay, finally we're going to lie on our back and we're going to finish off with our arm circles, elevation and depression, and moving into head nod to finish off the warm-up. For arm circles, you're going to lie in a neutral spine, neutral pelvis, and you're going to stabilize your rib cage as you circle your arms around. So your start position will be with your hands up to the ceiling, palms facing each other, and remember to keep your rib cage flat on your tummy as you take your arms overhead so that you're not extending your spine as you do this. You're going to breathe in to prepare and out as you take your arms over and round to your hips. Breathing in as you come up the center, out as you go over and around. Think about stretching your arms away from your body as you do this, rather than trying to do too big a circle. We're going to do 2 more in this direction. And last one. Then when you get to your hips, you're going to stop, breathe in, and as you breathe out, circle the other way, going around the sides first, coming up the back, and then breathing in as you come down the center. Same applies to the rib cage here. Make sure you're stabilizing so that your back isn't extending every time you come around. 3, one. And then you're going to bring your arms down to rest at your sides on the mat. Keep your whole arm in contact with the mat to help keep your chest wide for this exercise. We're going into elevation and depression here. So you're going to breathe in as you draw your shoulders up to your ears and out as you stretch your hands to your feet. Sliding your whole arm along the mat as you do this. Breathing in as you lift, out as you stretch away. 3, 2, and 1. And then relax your shoulders. Finally, we're going to go into head nod. So you're going to breathe in as you nod, taking your gaze down to your knees. Breathe out as you look back up at the ceiling. In as you nod, and out as you release. This is a head nod that we do in preparation for flexion exercises. So the breath pattern follows that preparation, breathing in with a head nod, and then out with the release. In as you nod, out as you release. Remember, your head does not leave the mat here. You're just lengthening the back of your neck, activating your deep neck flexors to stabilize your neck in the movement. 2, and last one, and release. And that completes your Matwork warm-up. I hope that you enjoyed that and that all of it made sense. As I said before, if any of the exercises were unfamiliar or the cues didn't make sense, please have a look at my other exercise videos that explain each of these in more detail, and it should make a lot more sense. All right, bye-bye.